It's Manual Monday, and today we have Fat Princess Fistful of Cake for the Sony PSP. Let's jump into this instruction manual. So we have the usual table of contents: setting up, memory stick duo, wireless, default controls, game screen, main menu, playing the game, long live the princess, it's unfit for a princess, collecting resources, upgrading, and building siege weapons. Having a look, Fat Princess, a recipe for chaos. Ingredients: 2 princesses, 2 armies, 1 red, 1 blue, 8 players, online, a pinch of hat machines, 1 Grim Reaper. So sadly, if I remember, I think this was an online game, so looks like we can't play it anymore, but I do have it. I think there is some offline mode if I remember. Setting up the PSP, you have to set it up a certain way, how to pop in the disc into the system, the menu, and how to start the game. We have the memory stick duo, which helps you save the game. It's the only way the game will save. Wireless features, ad hoc mode, game sharing. Looks like you're allowed to game share. Infrastructure mode, which has to do with the wireless mode. Directional buttons for movement, using the menu screens, using the up, down, left, right for movement, X to confirm, and the circle to return to the previous menu. Default controls: moving, jumping, picking up items, give the princess the cake, attacking, power up, changing weapons, locking your target, pause, and view the map. The game screen, which is your HUD, shows you your health, resource collected, battle ranking points, blue team status, and red team status. Main menu shows you how to go off to the main menu, and under the main menu you can play with yourself, play with others, or twiddly knobs. Twiddly knobs, which I'm assuming is your settings. I love how they call it that. But play with yourself, Legend of the Fat Princess. Furry Forest Folk. So, interesting. So there's 15 missions that you can get acquainted with the legend. So it sounds like there's that non-online aspect of this, which is pretty cool. Setting up a single-player game, which is nice. Starting the game, rescuing the princess, Black Forest. 24 players, unfortunately if it was online, sadly. Gameplay options, and gladiate. Choosing between a mage, priest, ranger, warrior, or worker. Into the arena and seeing who can last the longest. Looks like it's waves of enemies. That is interesting. I did not know about that mode. Playing with others. So this would be the online mode, which doesn't work, but you could, if it did, normally jump into multiplayer, find a game, setting up the multiplayer yourself. Twiddly knobs is your settings and options, and get fabulous. You know, unique look for your on-screen character, or randomize them. I didn't know you can make a character. Options, so game settings, audio settings, controller layout. Looks like you can pick 4 different controller schemes. And how to play. So playing the game, changing your class, the villagers, who are classless characters and have very limited health. Interesting why you'd want to pick them. But here are the characters. So workers, ideal for collecting resources. Ranger, have bow and arrows. Warriors are your slice and dice characters. Mage is magic. The priest restores health. They're magic wands. And long live the princess. You are trying to make sure that she is not captured. So the enemy princess is in your dungeon and you have to feed her cake. That way she'll be heavy and they cannot retrieve her. Okay, interesting. So you have to try and win her back. That is quite an interesting twist to saving the princess. In a game of Jailbreak, so it sounds like there's some other types of games that you can play as well. It is unfit for a princess. So it looks like these are some game modes that don't have the princess in it. So Demolition, And the Grim Reaper. Looks like it's a gladiator's arena. Interesting. Invasion and team deathmatch. I could see why the princess would not be involved. Collecting resources and upgrading. Your hat machines to supply new hats. Workers will help get new skills. And building siege weapons. This will help infiltrate the enemy's stronghold. Look at that right there. Wow. And the usual warranty. But the back looks pretty awesome. Very nice. And there you have it for Fat Princess Fistful of Cake instruction manual for the Sony PSP.